Good morning, welcome to my vlog. My name is Tatiana Ali, but you can call me Tati because that's what my friends call me. I've been talking about this vlog since September last year. This is going to be my cosmetology experience vlog. I'll be talking to y'all about cosmetology school, my experience. Duh. I have this little book where I wrote down the months. I cannot believe that it's been 9 months already. I was writing something for my Instagram story, and that's when I realized, oh my god, it's actually been 9 months. I remember when I just started in September, guys, and they were like, oh, it's a 9-month program, and I was like, 9 months is so long, like that's a whole baby, you see me? And then 9 months done. September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. We're in May. Listen, I have written down what we did for the months, and I'll be going through them with y'all. September. The first day of school for me was September 23rd. They had orientations before that, but I didn't go. I was so nervous. The first month of school, we learned about bacteriology. That was a broad topic. So we learned about microbes and how to properly sanitize, sterilize, disinfect. We learned the differences between those. We learned what's best to use to disinfect our tools, to sterilize our tools, to sanitize our tools, to sanitize ourselves, how to protect our clients and ourselves from communicable diseases, stuff like that. We learned about stock control. So when you have your salon and you order your stock, you have to know how to control your stock. You have to keep inventory, stuff like that. We learned how to plan and organize. This relates mostly towards like clients, like receiving clients. So planning and organizing, example, you know you have a client at 1 p.m. by 12:30. If you didn't have a previous client, you start organizing whatever you know you're going to need to prepare for that client, stuff like that. September really was the introductory month where we basically got to know our teacher more. Big up Miss White every single time. Like, she's such an amazing teacher. Like, our teachers, our instructors are so freaking funny. It's just been an amazing experience all around. Anyway, in October, we learned about nail diseases. We learned how to do mani-pedis. We learned how to identify and explain contraindications. Contraindications are anything that stops the service from happening. We learned to identify nail and skin conditions of the hands, contagious and non-contagious diseases as it relates to hands and feet. And we also learned to write consultation forms. Most of the nail diseases, they start with ONY, so it's ONY. So you learn onychophagy, onychaxis, I've never had to write ONY so much times in my life. Yeah, we learned how to shape the natural nails, how to clip them properly, how to file properly, how to push back the cuticles, how to cut off like the dead skin, how to apply nail polish properly, how to clean up, how to use the orange wood stick. Yeah, that's what we did in October. Then in November, we started moving on to hair. So we learned how to consult and diagnose scalp and hair conditions. We learned obviously about the layers of the hair strand. We learned about hair texture, hair density, hair elasticity, hair porosity, how to, test for those things. Oh my god, there was so much when we were learning about hair. We also did learn about shampooing, how to properly shampoo, the different types of shampoos to use on different hair textures or with certain hair conditions, what shampoos with whatever pH levels we aren't supposed to use, stuff like that. It's a lot. Guys, when I was starting, at first I was like, what the hell am I gonna teach you at this school? This school has opened my eyes to so much in the beauty industry. I did not know that it was so much, because you'd just see one girl I do hair and you'd just say, oh, all she do is just take braid and braid hair. Some of them are just that, then just take a braid and braid hair. But say for example a salon, right, where you go and you wash your hair, you treat your hair, you do, yeah, it's so much that goes into it. So I understand one time the stylist them a charge an arm and a leg because it's so much for real. So yeah, we learned how to shampoo, we learned how to treat hair, all of that stuff, to do roller sets, rods, pin curls, hair cutting. So we learned how to cut hair, a one length cut. We also did hair coloring, so we lifted the hair and deposited color. And y'all know I've been doing that since forever. So when we got to that part, I was like, this is my strong suit, because I've been doing that since forever. December came and we went on Christmas break. Little Miss January came around and we're still on hair. We started to learn how to do specialist hairstyles. Those are styles that like brides request, so like bridal hairstyles, special event hairstyles. So we learned how to do those. Then we went on to extension. We learned about sewings, quick weaves, and fusion. So that would be like the K-tips. You attach the hair with a bonding agent and use a heating tool to attach the hair. Yeah, we didn't do it, but we learned about it. We learned about the different types of hair fibers. So you know, you have your acrylics, your this, your that, yeah. Learned about the differences between human and synthetic hair. We learned how to identify them. We learned how to test the hair strands. So if you come in with a wig and you're like, you don't even know if this is a human or synthetic hair, and you give it to your stylist can perform a burn or a match test to see if the hair is synthetic or if it's human hair. We learned how to do that. We learned different types of human hair, different types of synthetic hair. We learned about the principles of hair design. We learned the types of hair pieces. So you know, you have your wigs, you have toupees, wiglets. We also learned about the different types of combs and brushes. In February, we moved on to wig maintenance. We learned about the different frontal units, closures, the sizes, how to identify the sizes. We learned how to make wigs too. We learned how to adjust wigs. We learned wig maintenance, so how to take care of a wig, how to wash a wig properly. We learned the difference between a closure and a frontal. And then February 26th, I got my health permit, because we did the test and whatever, and then February 26th I received my health permit. We learned waxing, how to wax eyebrows, mustache, armpit, leg hair, arm hair. Obviously aftercare advice, and all of these that I'm saying, each one of them we have to write consultation forms for each. February is such a short month. March, we spent most of March learning about the steps in a facials. Was that all we did in March? That was so short. April, we did quite a lot in April. We started out with shaping the brows, learned how to fill them in with pencil, how to conceal the brows, as we're moving into makeup, yeah. Then we learned how to do eyebrow tinting. My brows are tinted, but they're fading right now. So I did cluster lash application. So I did eyeshadow application. And then we did the full face makeup application. April was a packed month. April was really fun. For May, we switched instructors because we have morning shift and evening shift. I don't know if I said that. Our instructor, Miss Jackson, she is teaching us about nails right now. So we learned how to shape the nails into coffin, round, oval, stiletto, and you know, most of the nails already come in square. So we learned how to do those, and then we learned how to apply the acrylic, filed and buffed the acrylic, and then we did our nail designs. I think next week, maybe today, I'm not sure, either today or next week, we're going to apply the acrylics onto each other. We learned about Shylocks too, but we won't be doing Shylocks at school. I think we have permanent waving to do. My practical exam is May 23rd. Wish me luck. And then my written exam is June 11th. Wish me luck. I'm excited, but I'm also kind of nervous. But I have faith, trust, and a little bit of pixie dust. So I think I got it. I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Mwah. Hi, I filmed my cosmetology journey vlog last year, 2025, and now it's February 2026, and unfortunately there will be no graduation, so that won't be a part of my video, but I'm about to go collect my certificate, and this will be the final part of my cosmetology school journey. So I'm gonna collect that. Here I am again, and this is my certificate. Here it is. So it says the National Council on Technical and Vocational Education and Training certifies that me having attained the required competencies has been awarded the National Vocational Qualification of Jamaica in Cosmetology Level 2, September 1st, 2021. There's a QR code on here. I haven't scanned it. I'm probably gonna scan it. There's the seal on there, the chairman's signature. And then on the back, it explains what the levels mean. I don't know, I think I might go for a level 3 to become like a technician slash supervisor. Well, that is my certificate. 9 hard ones, huh? I don't know if I want to get it laminated and framed or just frame it. That's that. That was my cosmetology journey. It was fun. I won't lie to you. I had so much fun. I met so many cool people. I met so many cool people. I met two and I learned something. I now have a skill, isn't it? Because really and truly, I only went it so I could have a certificate, right? So I could say, yeah, I got a certificate in something else apart from the lash certificates. And I learned how to do nails, hair, makeup. I'm glad I went. It was an amazing experience. I had an amazing teacher. If you want to go become a cosmetologist, go do it, girl. If you want to get a skill, go do it. And everybody fit to go in a corporate world like that, or to go university and something. I know everybody have the time or the money to do stuff like that, but getting a skill might be expensive too, but it'll be worth it because you'll make more. Trust. Because I know girls in my area that make money. You see me? But you gotta love it too. Because if you don't love it and you're pushing yourself, you're gonna burn out real fast. But this is not a motivational speech. I'm just saying, go get it if you want it, girl. Bye.